Yeah. Did we suddenly change the music on a radio station? No.
Oh, dang it.
We're playing this because this is the soundtrack to Angelo's first date.
Yeah!
If you just tuned in for the second date, Angelo emailed us. He went out with a girl named Leah. He took her to a 90s concert, but during the concert, they got separated when he went to go grab some drinks, and she got in a fight and got kicked out.
Or
And
so
then-
she said.
Yeah, so she says. And then she left, and they've texted a little bit, but she's obviously avoiding going on another date with him. So, Angelo, you know what I think might have happened?
What's that?
I think whoever she was standing next to when you went to go get drinks tried to start an argument that Vanilla Ice was hotter than LL Cool J.
Oh, that is.
And
Those are fighting
she put the
words.
smack down, and I understand why.
Back up.
Well, I'd agree with her on that one. If she was sticking up for the right side, then that's good.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Amen, Angelo. I think this is a simple case of she's embarrassed. That's an embarrassing thing to get in a fight. No matter how much you say you like a girl that can hold her own. Like, it's not a high point in a normal female's life.
I mean, she could be embarrassed. I mean, I'm already trying to get in touch with her. At this point, she should just say, like, you know, it's okay or something. Just give me something, you know?
All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what happened. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Leah, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Leah. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What is this?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Did I, win tickets to something?
No, you've already been to that show. And Angelo actually asked us to call you.
And, oh,
From the 90s concert?
yeah. Why did he ask a radio station to call me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. So Angelo is wondering why you won't go out with him again.
Oh, God. It's the complicated story.
It
Well,
sounds like it.
Yeah, it does sound like it. He told us that you guys went to a 90s concert, and then when he went to go get drinks, you apparently got in some sort of scuffle and then got kicked out, and he watched a little bit of the concert by himself, and that's the last he's seen you. But you guys have texted a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I hit a skeezer and then I had to leave.
Wait, what?
A geezer?
What did you just say so nonchalantly?
Old person?
Who did you hit?
Not a geezer, a skeezer. It's like a 90s term.
Skeezer.
Geezer.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said a geezer too, and I was like, either you're trying to use like English slang that they do for some people, or you literally walked up to an old man and hit him.
That's what I was picturing. I was picturing you beating somebody with a walker when you said that.
Which, still pretty cool in my book, Leah.
No, not at all.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
what do you mean? What happened with the skeezer?
Yeah, I don't really remember, but she was fronting, so I hit her.
Frontin'.
Okay, hold on. I need explanations. What's frontin' and exactly what is a skeezer?
Brooke, you should know all these terms.
Well, yeah, you don't. I mean, you're the one that uses 90s slang more than anybody else in this room. What do you mean by she was fronting? Well, like, what was she doing?
I don't really remember. I don't really want to talk about it, honestly.
So
Okay.
are you not calling him back because you're embarrassed that you hit a skeezer that was fronting on you?
Yeah, just tell him that.
Okay, so that's not the truth.
And that's
not a lot.
literally all you want us to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Leah, I don't want to say that you're lying, but I feel like there's got to be more information than that.
You could be frontin'.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you fronting? Because I won't have skeezers fronting on my face either.
Yeah, it sounds wiggity whack to me.
There you go, Brooke.
okay, when you guys say it, it just sounds dumb.
That's
I
probably
agree.
true.
I agree. But no, for real, Leah, is there anything else that you can tell us? Because honestly, it sounds like there's more to the story, but you just don't want to say.
There is.
What is it?
Okay.
It makes me look so bad. I just didn't know how to tell him. Well, so basically, when he went to get drinks, one of the people who worked at the concert came up to me and just asked if I wanted to go backstage to kick it with the performers. So I couldn't say no.
Oh, no.
Wait, so the
Brookie.
fight was a lie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So you went backstage to hang out with a 90s rapper on your date?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just one. It was multiple.
Why couldn't you?
Either way, you lied so you go backstage and hang out with the performers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, how do you pass up that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
Here's the thing, though. Like, you're on a date with him. Like, to be respectful, couldn't you have said, hey, my friend's with me. Can he come too?
Sure, but, like, I'd never really met him before. I don't know. I feel bad about it, which is why I haven't, like, texted him back, really.
Well, Leah, I feel bad about something, too. The fact that Angelo is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, what's up, Leah?
Oh.
What is this?
I just heard everything you said. I've been trying to get in touch with you, so I had the radio station help me out, and I just got the full story, finally.
Look, I didn't know how to tell you. I knew it made me look so bad. But, like, calling me from a radio station is this next level crazy.
What?
Okay. So you ditched him and lied to him, and he had to sit there the rest of the concert by himself, and he's the crazy one?
I mean, I was technically alone, too.
No! Leah! Dude, you can't defend that.
So let me get this straight. You go to the concert for free, because I paid for the tickets. You end up having drinks that I paid for. I go to get us more drinks, and then what? You got approached by somebody, they bring you backstage, and you get to hang out with all the bands and rappers?
Yeah, I mean, you just heard it. That's exactly what happened.
That is freaking awesome.
What?
What? Awesome.
What?
Huh?
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Did that really happen, or are you just making that up? Because that is like stuff you see in the movies. Like, that is
What?
awesome.
Dude, she did that.
You're not pissed, Angelo?
No, I'm not pissed. I'm freaking jealous. That's like the coolest thing ever.
No
My
What?
mind is going to explode. I was ready to go off on Leah.
So you're not mad at me?
Mad at you? No, I'm jealous. Like, I want to go there. Like, do you have any of the their numbers or anything? Like, can we get in touch with them?
You're both groupies. What
Yeah,
the
look at that.
They actually did invite me to go to, like, the next city, but I could ask if you want to go.
No.
Wait, you guys are
Oh
going
my god, that would be wicked awesome. I'm
my
coming.
God.
If you can get me in, I'm totally coming.
Leah, would you really take him to the next show in another city?
What is happening?
I mean, yeah, I feel bad about what happened. We had a good time. I just genuinely didn't know how to tell him.
So you two are going to travel around from city to city following 90s rappers while they perform in, like, old casinos, is what you're telling me.
What is happening?
Just to one of
I am so down. I've never even met anybody that's been backstage at these things. I thought this was just like in the movies, in the TV shows. I didn't know that really happens. That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Wow.
So, like, Leah, did you, like, get to see the tour bus and the green room and all that?
Yeah, it was so dope.
Oh my god!
Oh my God, Leah, you're making his dreams come true. I
Yeah.
think.
You really are.
I think I like you even more now. I wish you would have just told me that right away. Like, I would have stayed and hung out at the concert and thought about how much fun you're having and maybe tried to come back there after the show was done or something. Like, dang, that's so cool.
Dang it. That is cool. All right, well, Leah, would you like to go on a second date with Angelo? We will pay for it, but really there's nothing to pay for since you've already got the tickets to where you want to go.
You can pay for our gas.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
pay for your gas.
There you
You'll go out with him again.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh my god.
That is amazing.
I cannot believe this.
Yeah, I can't either.
So, like, Leah, do you think it'd be cool if I brought, like, my autograph book or maybe, like, some old CDs that they could sign or something? Like, that'd be insane.
I can text the guy whose number I have and ask him, but I feel like it'll be fine, yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
So cool.
Man, you know what? This might be the most successful second date we've ever had.
Or
And
weirdest.
most shocking. I'm sorry. I mean, we've had a lot of weird stuff happen, but this was total roller coaster for me.
Roller coaster for you. This has been a roller coaster for me. First, I think I'm getting blown off and I'm getting the shaft. One phone call later, and I'm about to be hanging out with 90s bands. Like, this is
Yeah, dude. Man,
What a life.
you and Young MC and MC Hammer, maybe Vanilla Ice even.
Dude, please, you got to stop saying those names right now. I'm getting so pumped up. Please.
I love you too.
Yeah.
You know, when people go out on a date and meet their soulmate, sometimes they bond over things like their love of pets or their love for the outdoors, or their love for the really rare cuts from an old MC Hammer album.
Wow.
That's what happened to Angelo when he went out on his first date. Apparently, they went to some kind of 90s concert or something. Angelo, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
What up, Angelo?
Pretty good, man.
Are you like a crazy MC Hammer fan?
I like any kind of old, like, 90s rap or any kind of old 90s music in general. I'm a big fan.
Okay, cool, man.
Okay. So your email said that you took the girl you went out with to a 90s concert. Before we get to that, how did you meet her?
We met on a dating site.
What's her name?
Her name's Leah.
Leah. All right. And when did you guys finally go out? Did you guys chat back and forth for a long time, or was it quick?
No, we chatted back and forth maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay. And what struck you about her?
I mean, she just likes a lot of the same things I liked, you know. She liked that old kind of music, too. She was pretty, you know, very pretty, which definitely helps.
Was she, current day pretty or 90s pretty?
No, she's current day pretty. Current day, yeah, definitely. Okay. But, yeah, you know, we were talking online, and she had me laughing, and she just had a good personality, and we just hit it off.
So you were feeling positive, obviously, going into this date.
You know, when you meet somebody online, you really never know what you're getting, but I was excited. You know, I was excited. I had my guard up. I was cautious, but, you know, she seemed all right, so I said, let's go for it.
Okay. So what was that like the first time you saw her?
Oh, it was cool. I mean, she looked exactly like she did online.
Good.
You know, very, very cute. Curves in all the right places. Just
Curves in all the right places. I didn't know you're a forehead curve man, Angelo. Nice to meet another one.
No, that's not really what I meant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Never mind. Well, you obviously liked her, and do you know how she felt when she saw you? Like, she looked like she was interested or say anything like, ooh, sexy Angelo, so happy I met you in person.
That would be amazing if she did.
I mean, I think she liked me. She said that I looked like a young, bald version of Jimmy Fallon.
That is an interesting description. Usually you would go old bald, not young bald.
Yeah.
But cool. Were you...
Yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but maybe maybe that's something she's always wanted, to see Jimmy Fallon with no hair.
Well, you know, Jimmy Fallon is like a really funny guy, very successful, so I took it like a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jimmy
So-
Fallon already looks like he's like 23, so you must look like you're 12.
Yeah. So if you look like a bald Jimmy Fallon and she seemed to like you, why do you think she's not calling you back?
That's what I don't know. I don't know why she's not calling me back. We got separated at the concert, and I just
Ooh.
can't get in touch with her.
What
How
happened?
how do you get separated from your date at a concert?
It started off, we were together, the show started, we're having fun. I went to go get another round of drinks,
Uh-huh.
and when I came back, she was MIA. She was just gone.
Oh. That doesn't
Oh,
sound
wow.
like separated. That sounds like she left.
No, they could have gotten separated.
Did you see her
Well, if you
again?
couldn't find her at all, did she text you or anything that night?
Well, you know, I was looking all over. I was looking in the bathroom. I was asking women that were going into the bathroom, hey, is there a girl with a blue
Yeah.
dress
Oh,
in there,
thank
blah, blah,
God.
blah.
Glad you weren't just walking in there looking in stalls. Okay.
No, but 15 minutes later, I get a text, and she said, I got into a scuffle and got tossed out of the venue.
Whoa, she's a scrapper.
Wait, she got thrown out of a 90s music
For
concert?
fighting?
That's what she said.
Did you-
Oh.
Wow. I like her even more now.
Yeah. Well, I text her back. I said, I can meet you outside.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you want me to come out there, I can meet you outside. And she said, you know, I got a text back. It just said, sorry, already got a cab home. Just stay and enjoy the show.
Did you get any more
Oh.
details about the fight? Like, I want to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything back. So I stayed for a little bit to enjoy the concert, but, you know, 90s rap concert isn't the same when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what they always say, yeah.
Yeah. I could see
So-
that.
You haven't heard anything from her other than her saying, no, I got a cab home. That's it.
Well, I tried to text her, but her texts are very short, you know, just things like she's busy and I'm trying to meet up with her and she's just not really responding very positively. She's just very short and like, you know, for every 3 texts I send her, she might send me 1, but
Huh.
Do you think she ditched you on purpose and made the story up?
Well, you think it could be a lie?
well, that's what I'm wondering. Like that's why I'm calling you guys to see if maybe you guys could help me out with it or something.
That'd be a pretty bold lie. Like, yeah, I would go with like friend emergency or I don't feel good before
just-
I got into a fight.
Or I'm just not working out and I left or
Yeah.
something.
Well, she could also not like you and then want to make herself seem a little more crazy. So she's like, yeah, I was fighting people and they kicked me out. So you're like, oh, whoa. You know?
Old strategy.
Well, if that's her strategy, it definitely backfired because I like a girl that could hold her own in a fight.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and then get your second date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man, hang on. Oh, it's the age-old story. Guy meets a girl at a karaoke night. Guy promises to call her the next day. Guy disappears for a year and now wants to reconnect with her. That's what we're doing right now on the second date. Philip is on the phone. Philip met a girl named Hannah at a karaoke night about a year ago. Now, he's in the armed services, had to go overseas for a year. He didn't call her the next day, ended up leaving, and now he's back and wants to get in touch with her. Philip, how are you feeling right now?
To be honest with you, I'm very nervous about this. You know, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm worried that I screwed up. I don't know.
I mean, you said you were thinking about her every day for an entire year when you were overseas.
Yeah, there were points where I even considered trying to contact her, but I was just worried that it would seem weird coming out of the blue after one date. I don't know, but I do feel very strongly about her.
All right, I'm going to call her right now, okay? You ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Hannah?
This is?
Hannah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. How you doing?
Is this a joke? What is this?
No, it's not a joke. I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but do you remember meeting a guy named Philip at a karaoke night about a year ago?
What what's going on?
Does that story about meeting a guy named Philip a year ago at a karaoke night sound familiar to you?
How do you know about Phil?
Oh, Phil and I go way back.
Yeah.
I've known him for longer than you have. Phil is back in town. You don't know this, but Phil didn't call you after you met because he was leaving to go overseas in the armed services.
Oh my gosh, he was overseas?
Mm-hmm. But he has emailed us and asked us to get a hold of you.
Why?
Because he says that he really connected with you that night a year ago. And now you don't know this, but in his words, he said he's thought about you the entire time, and now he's back, and he wanted to get a hold of you.
Oh, this sounds...
Did you like Philip?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is
awesome.
so cute.
She's excited.
What'd you think when Philip didn't call you back the next day after you met him?
Wow. I mean, this is like cheesy to say, but it kind of broke my heart.
Really?
Really?
You know, have you ever had those moments in life where you like, this is big, this is super important, this is like magic right now?
Yeah.
And it was. And then I never heard from him again, and it was like it had been a dream or something.
Okay, so let's see, where are you at now? So Philip has been gone a year. He's back in town, and he wants to get a hold of you.
Wow. I wish I had known. I spent like 4 months pining over this one evening, but then a couple months ago, a friend set me up with a friend, and I've been seeing him for a couple of months.
Yeah, but how serious is it? I mean, we're only a couple months in, and you're obviously like pining over a guy for 4 months is crazy after one night.
A guy that you met on one night, you have no idea about, but you've been seeing somebody for a little while.
Yeah, I've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's something so powerful that's happening here.
So you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you want to talk to Philip at all?
I don't know.
I asked the question because Philip is actually on the other line right now.
What?
Hi, Anna. How are you?
Oh my God.
Are you there?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Listen, honestly, right now I'm really disappointed. Not in you by any means, just in myself for letting this go as long as I did. And I didn't expect you to wait for me, but I really need to tell you that that night, it meant a lot to me. That's the first time in my life where I've really felt like I met someone that took me out of my shell, you know. For the first time, I felt like I was around somebody that I could be completely honest with, and I couldn't stop thinking about it while I was overseas, but I felt so guilty for not calling you and for not telling you that I was going there in the first place. And
I wish you had. I wish you had.
I really wish I had.
I didn't know. I thought maybe you didn't have the experience that I had.
No, I want you to know that I did, and I'm not doing this, like, at this point, everything that I'm saying, I'm not doing in spite of your boyfriend to try to steal you away from him or anything. I'm speaking completely from my heart, and that night meant so much to me. It really got me through my stint overseas, you know. But I understand if you have a boyfriend. I'm not trying to intrude on that. I want you to know how I feel.
You're so sweet, and the connection that we shared was so amazing. I wish you called me sooner.
I know the timing is horrible, but I have to try. You know, I have to. When I feel strongly about a person, I can't just give up on that person.
So both you guys felt the same way about that night.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
I think we did, yeah.
And are you, like, in love with your boyfriend? I mean, have you guys gone to that level?
That's a really hard question to answer, actually. And I mean, and I don't want to sound shallow, but sometimes you meet people and it's just like everything lines up and it just all clicks. And sometimes it takes time to start to uncover that. And my boyfriend is definitely someone that it takes time to uncover with.
Is that what you're saying, Hannah, that like you still don't really feel as strongly about your boyfriend as you do about that night with Philip?
I don't know. It's more complex than that.
I just know if I was in your situation, I would go back to this boyfriend, and all I could think about was this man who's come back into my life after a year, and what am I doing?
Look, I don't know. This has gotten really complicated all of a
Hannah,
sudden,
listen,
and really unexpectedly.
I'm not trying to create problems for you. That's not something I want to do. That was never my intention. But feelings are feelings. You can't ignore them.
Hannah, what if we send you guys out on a second date? We will pay for it.
Are we allowed to do that? She's a boyfriend.
Yeah, of course
she'll
we
be
are.
honest.
Meet up with him. You guys can have a conversation. You don't have to. It doesn't even have to be called a date if you don't want it to be. If you have a boyfriend.
I mean, that night is so. It's one of the most vivid experiences of my life, and it feels like it would be wrong to ignore that. And this could get me in really big trouble.
No, Hannah, you don't ever have to tell your boyfriend.
This isn't something we can ignore. You know, we can't just go on with our lives and pretend that didn't happen.
I think it's worth seeing if that was just a one-off fluke or if there actually is something there. And if there is, then I have some hard decisions to make.
So, Hannah, you are going to go out with Philip again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Are you going to tell your boyfriend?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I want to be completely upfront about this whole thing. I don't want to leave things to chance again.
Okay, my next question, we're running a little light on content. Can we do it tomorrow at like 7:10? Can we do it on the air?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
That was a second date that happened a few years ago.
Oh my gosh.
And now Philip and Hannah are back on the phone with us to do an update. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi.
Oh my God.
So this is the first time you've talked since that second date?
No.
Or
First time we've talked to you guys.
Oh my God, I'm dying. This was like the beginning of some crazy love story is how I felt.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, that's so
great.
sweet.
So
And
what'd you do?
I'm really worried about being disappointed.
yeah.
Did you guys go out?
We did. We went back to the karaoke place where we first met a year before.
Aw,
And wait, were you still with your boyfriend when you went and met at the karaoke bar, or had you broken up with him?
I told him I was going, and by the end of the night, I broke up with him.
Oh,
wow.
That's a
I mean,
good
poor
thing.
guy. I don't mean to celebrate his heartbreak.
Yes,
but
right.
Did that work out well for you guys? Are you guys together? What's the story?
Well, No, I mean, the connection was like just totally reestablished. It felt like exactly like it felt the first time, you know? So.
And it was like no time had passed at all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so not ignoring that strong connection that we had, I couldn't help myself. I decided to propose to her just a week after that.
Oh my gosh.
You guys got engaged a week
Well,
later?
we don't know.
You know, it felt crazy at the time, but it was the best decision I could have made. We
It was
got
the best
married a
decision
month
we
after.
could have made.
So
Did you
said
say you
yes.
got married a month after?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Whoa.
We were enthusiastic about the whole thing, and still are. You know, it was very spontaneous, but it just made sense. I spent so long thinking of her. She spent so long thinking of me.
Oh my gosh. What did your family and friends say when you got married a month after meeting?
Well, we ended up having a really tiny wedding, just us at the courthouse because we didn't have the money to hold a big party.
Oh.
Yeah, military money only stretches so far.
Right.
So how's it going?
Well,
Well, it's been great. I mean, like we had to kind of economically find a game plan, but actually lucked out because a buddy of mine, he kept telling me over and over again, like, hey man, Bitcoin's the way to go. Like seriously, if you want to make money off of the next big thing, you got to stuff everything into that. So me and Hannah conspired and decided to throw all our money in, and luckily enough, we were in when Bitcoin peaked out, and so we sold it off, and
Good.
you know we made the right choice.
You sold it
So you guys are like
time.
Bitcoin rich?
Well, I mean,
we
we're
are.
well off enough to get by on that. We're not working, so I mean,
Oh, wow.
Dude, living the dream.
Yeah, that
You're
worked
like,
out.
Dude.
We might be taking, regular vacations to Turks and Caicos and Portugal, and we went to Japan.
Okay, so,
So
you are rich.
yeah, you guys are Bitcoin rich.
Dream.
Screw you guys. Everything worked out for you.
Yeah, I kind of don't like
You
it.
guys
Yeah.
have no more karma to cash in. It all happened.
well, I mean, obviously, thanks have to go to you guys. I mean, none of this would have happened if not for coming to you guys with all this, and I don't know if I would have had the courage to make this happen on my own. So you guys made this happen.
Yeah, well,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
Thanks doesn't mean as much as a nice paycheck. You guys could send some of that Bitcoin money this way, you know? I guess that's a no. All right. Well, thanks for checking in and congratulations, you guys.
Congrats,
Seriously,
you guys.
Thank you very much.
We are so happy for you. What a cool story.
I hope you have some
Thank
kids.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have kids?
Not yet, but it's on the list. We're having a lot of fun right now.
So you're
Enjoy
practicing
that
a lot in
money.
all those exotic destinations, I'm sure. Keep working
Your
at
time.
it. Or what happens if you go out on a date and then don't call the person the next day
Okay.
and then have a change of heart a year later?
What?
What?
Why
That's
would you...
what we're talking about in today's second date. Philip is on the phone with us right now. He met a girl named Hannah during a karaoke night a year ago
Okay.
and is deciding just to get a hold of her now.
Why?
Philip?
Well, I recently served overseas in the Marine Corps. It's kind of a long story with me and Hannah, really. Yeah, like you said, I met her in a karaoke bar, and, I'm not a good singer or anything, but I just was so tempted to break the ice in some way. I asked her to do a duet with me, and despite my horrible voice, she put up with it and sang Summer Nights from Greece with me.
Oh, classic.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's actually an interesting story why you weren't able to call her back for a year. Go ahead and tell everybody what happened.
I had to ship out for the Marine Corps, and I told her I'd call her. I was very much attracted to this woman, but I just couldn't let myself start something that I knew I was going to have to put on hold. You know what I mean?
So are
Right.
you stationed back here again, or, you're home?
Yeah, I am back, and that's kind of why I'm contacting you guys.
Your email says that you promised to call her and you feel bad because you haven't.
I do, but I need to let her know that I was doing that for the right reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's kind of sweet. It's like a little love story that could star some big celebrities on the big screen. This could all work out amazingly,
Or she could be married and have 4 kids. You don't know.
You never know.
Oh, I hope that's not the case, but
So since you've been back from serving your tour, have you heard anything about her?
no, I as soon as I got back and got comfortable, I realized something that I left behind. The whole time that I was overseas, she was all I thought about the entire time.
Wow. Are you worried that she's not going to feel the same? I mean, it's been a long time.
I am worried. I have no idea what to expect in terms of how she feels at this point. I mean, it has been a while, and she probably thinks that I was rejecting her.
What was it about her?
Just the confidence of her. That was the biggest thing for me. When she was up there singing karaoke, it was like she looked so comfortable. Like, it blew my mind. And I'm really awkward when it comes to doing stuff like that in front of big groups of people. But as soon as I went up there and shared the stage with her, it was like I felt like a completely different person. I knew.
At any point after you met her, did you tell her that night, like, oh, I'm going to be leaving soon to go overseas?
I wasn't sure what to say because I didn't want to ruin the moment that night. I didn't want to let her know that this was all for nothing, basically, because I'm leaving. I couldn't break it to her at that point.
Yeah. So how did that end that night? I mean, you guys hung out after you sang together, and then what happened?
I didn't want to push things too far because I didn't want there to be a big emotional connection there, even though there wound up being one anyway for me. But, I kissed her, I said goodnight, and I told her I'd call her, and I feel really bad for not doing that.
And you haven't tried at all since you've been back to get a hold of her?
No, I haven't. But I heard from my friends about the whole second date thing that you guys do, and thought that might be a good way to find out how she really feels.
All right, perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Outside of nightclubs, where are the hottest places to meet eligible singles?
Ooh,
good question.
That is
Maybe
a good question.
Yoga class?
Oh, that's good. And hot, often.
Kitten cafes?
Ooh, cute.
Definitely single people.
I don't know.
What about hot cat yoga?
Oh, no, that sounds awful.
It just sounds like a lot of hair sticking to me.
It looks like someone's really been working those glutes.
Oh.
Now do downward cat, please.
Okay.
There is a cat pose.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Not in this class.
Yeah, okay.
One of our listeners, Sean, met a girl named Catherine recently at an unconventional place to find a love interest. We'll find out where that is in just a second, but first let's meet Sean. How's it going, man?
Good. Thanks for having me on. How are you?
We're doing good.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of feline yoga, Sean, or are you talking about somewhere else?
No, I try to avoid feline yoga. That's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Outdated.
Sean.
Okay, so we'll get to where you met this girl in just a second, but tell us what's her name first.
Her name's Catherine.
Oh, Catherine.
Yeah, I heard it too. I heard it too.
Interesting. That was unplanned.
Yeah.
So where did you end up meeting Catherine?
I actually met her at an animal shelter. We both volunteer there.
Oh, that's so cute. What a great way to meet someone.
Right? I originally started doing it just because I moved to the area and I knew absolutely nobody and I just wanted to kind of get to know the neighborhood. It wasn't necessarily a ploy to meet a girl, but just to kind of meet people.
Yeah, I don't feel like you're going to be meeting a lot of people at the animal shelter that are necessarily, date worthy.
No, but you do meet good people.
Yeah,
definitely.
Hearted people.
So wait, did you get to spend a lot of time with Catherine, or was this the first time you had met her when you guys decided to go out?
Well, no, we actually ended up kind of on the same schedule.
Okay.
And so we were always together on it. And I was trying to impress her at one point because there's this kind of rascally dog named Barnaby who...
Oh, Barnaby.
Yeah, Barnaby was we got him off this kill shelter list. But honestly, maybe you should have stayed on it. I don't know.
Wait, you can't say that, I don't think. Whoa.
Bro.
He's fine. I'm very, very glad that he's not. But I'm I get it.
So wait, what does Barnaby have to do with you impressing Catherine?
Yeah, I mean, most dogs know to go outside or go to the lawn or something. Anywhere in the world is the toilet for Barnaby. And so it's a lot of responsibility. And so I have, if chivalry is not dead, I have volunteered every time she has Barnaby or I have Barnaby, I clean up after him.
Oh, good man.
Wow. It sounds very romantic,
She's
for sure.
You guys, you wouldn't believe it. This guy cleaned up after Barnaby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you guys end up doing? Did you ever go out on a date together?
Yeah, so we started like kind of hanging out after our like shift was up and just kind of chatting. And then we went out. Like the first time was just for a drink, but we hung out a lot after. And then we went out a second time, kind of like, I guess it didn't totally count as like dinner and drinks, but it was like we ordered some appetizers or whatever.
Did it feel like a date?
Yeah, I feel like we had some chemistry, and I also feel like I've got a decent gauge for this kind of stuff. Like I know when if I've fallen in a friend zone or something, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, what happened was that she stopped volunteering.
Oh.
And then so I just didn't see her on the next shift. And then I was like, well, I can't really be like, where are you? I'm not in that territory yet. And so some days go by. And I called her, but then I like didn't leave a message. I'm like, what am I in 8th grade? I just like hung up after, I don't know. But yeah, so I like called and then nothing from her. So it's like on one end, I'm like, did something happen to her? Or I'm just kind of scratching my head.
So she didn't ever tell you like, hey, I'm really busy. I'm not going to be able to volunteer for the next couple months.
No, there was nothing. It was just nothing.
Huh.
That's interesting.
What was the last interaction you guys had together?
It was after the second date, and we were like in the parking lot. Like we both met there in our cars, so we left separately as well. And we planned on doing it again. And I'll see you at the shelter. And it felt like there was going to be a continuous.
Okay.
Okay. So you've tried calling her, you've tried texting her, and nothing.
Yeah.
Have you checked any of the local hot cat yoga classes? Because she may have signed up for one of those.
I might resort to that if we don't get anywhere today.
Okay, well, let's try this first. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Catherine for you, and we'll try and get you your second date, all right?
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Just tuning in, this is a little different than the traditional second dates that we do, because one of our listeners, Sean, wants to call a girl named Catherine, who he met while they volunteered together at an animal shelter. And they never went out on an official date, but they have hung out a couple times after their shift. They've had a few flirtatious moments together, too. No kisses or anything like that. But lately, Catherine stopped showing up to the animal shelter altogether and stopped responding to Sean, too. And he does not know why, so he's emailed us in the hopes that we can help. Now, Sean, over the last few days, you must have been thinking about explanations for Catherine's behavior. Like, what's going through your mind?
I guess anything from like something completely outside of me happened is like a natural idea.
Oh, okay.
Or I did something that I'm completely unaware of.
You think that maybe that dog, Barnaby, got jealous? And he moved in with her and told her some lies about you? That's where the term dirty dog comes from. Barnaby did you dirty.
Frickin' Barnaby.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can figure this out for you. I mean, it sounds like you're a really nice guy and you guys had something.
I think we did, but
something.
I don't know what it was.
Not necessarily a love connection, but it was something.
Something that made her transfer shelters.
Yeah.
Sticking with hope right now, Jeffrey, okay?
All right. I'm ready to call her. Are you ready to do this, Sean?
I am.
Okay. All right. I'm dialing her number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Catherine.
This is Catherine. Who's this?
Hi, Catherine. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay. Hi, Brooke and Jeffrey.
Hi, Catherine.
Oh.
We're all on the phone.
You're a listener?
Not really. So I'm not
a
little confused what's happening right now.
Well, you're very friendly, and we appreciate that.
Thanks.
We do a segment on our show called A Second Date. Are you familiar with that at all?
I feel like I've heard about it.
Okay.
But
we'll take that.
Well, just to freshen up your memory, it's a segment that we do where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if that person doesn't call you back, then you can email our show to reach out to that person for you to help you figure out the reason why.
I really haven't been on any dates recently.
So the guy who emailed us admits that you didn't necessarily ever go on an official date, but you have spent a lot of time together with him at the animal shelter.
Oh, you're talking about Sean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean emailed us because he said that he's had a really nice time getting to know you over the last few weeks when you've been volunteering together, and you've had a couple nice hangouts, but you've kind of ghosted from the shelter and from Sean, and he doesn't understand why.
It's so weird that he contacted you about this.
Well, to be fair, he tried to call you, but you didn't answer or return any of his text messages.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
I mean, look, there's no pressure here. We're not trying to grill you or anything, but Sean felt like he had a connection with you. And I don't know if you ever got the vibe from hanging out with him that he kind of likes you, but that's what he feels. And he was hoping to see you again, and you haven't shown up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show up again, but it's not Sean who did anything in particular.
Oh, really? Well, that's good news.
It's okay. Are you in a relationship and maybe, it wasn't cheating. You guys didn't do anything together. I mean, maybe you didn't realize that he was expecting more of a romantic connection or something.
No, I'm single.
Oh, is it Barnaby? Did you move in with Barnaby?
How did you know about Barnaby?
Who doesn't know about Barnaby?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Barnaby.
Naughty dog.
I guess he's true. He's infamous.
Yeah.
It's just like a little embarrassing on my part, like this whole situation. I've been going to therapy and I've been really trying to own everything in my life and my choices. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And part of doing this segment is it's a judgment-free zone. Like, you can tell us whatever.
No, that's not true.
I think that's true.
Well, okay, in theory, it's a judgment-free zone. Sometimes the judgment slips through, but you should feel comfortable telling us and that we won't treat you like you're a bad person.
I mean, I think the thing is that you sound delightful. Sean sounds really nice and respectful, and he just wants to know why you're not calling him back.
All right. It's just that I went to court the other day and I don't have to do my community service anymore. So that's why I haven't been at the animal shelter, because it was court mandated.
Oh, you're a criminal?
Can we still not judge her?
Sorry. Judgment-free zone has been canceled.
I've dated felons before. What did you get in trouble for?
What are you in for?
It's not like super serious. I mean, they call it stalking more or less.
Call it stalking.
Stalking?
Okay.
Oh.
I think Sean was probably hoping for shoplifting, but
Who are you stalking?
It was like an ex-boyfriend. We kind of had a falling out. He kind of went a little crazy thinking I was trying to stalk him.
Oh, he went crazy.
I can resonate with that.
I mean, it's in the past. There's still a restraining order against me, but, I've moved past it. I don't really see it as anything. Like, I don't plan to come within 600 feet of him. So I'm here moving on my life. I've served my community, so yeah.
that's good. I think it's commendable. You're willing to change.
Yeah, and I think who else hopefully thinks it's commendable is Sean, because Sean's been on the other line listening and he heard everything that you just said. Sean, you there?
Yeah.
Okay? See?
Yeah, everything's fine.
What do you think, Sean?
I just didn't peg her as but she's going to therapy, so that's maybe something she doesn't do anymore.
It sounds like you're processing out loud right now, and that is good.
This is what Brooke was trying to tell us. His reaction is something.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Something's happening. Catherine?
There's
cool, Sean, that you reached out this way. Like, this is awesome. I mean, I didn't realize how much you like me, and I mean, I like you too.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yay.
you do like him?
Yeah, she might even show up at your work later uninvited.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not just something I wanted, I didn't want to weird you out, but I mean, maybe since, like I said, my therapist is really saying I need to own everything and own my life and my choices, and I'm working past it. So this is really helping.
I mean, I see why you didn't open with this information. It seems like there might be kind of like an on switch or an off switch. Like, you either don't return anyone's calls or the exact opposite when you're sitting outside.
I mean, I'm not like a murderer or anything. I mean, I feel like...
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, she loosens the noose right before you pass out, dude.
I mean, just first-degree assault.
No, come on, you guys. In Catherine's defense, we've all been in relationships where you're just in the relationship with the wrong person, and it brings out the worst in you.
Not even that. Most women stalk people. Not everyone just gets caught.
Oh.
Okay, well, Alexis has a different opinion, but but I think the thing is, you've been in an unhealthy relationship before, right, Sean?
Yeah, I understand the few months of aftermath where you have a little to drink and you check up on them on Instagram or something.
Yeah, totally.
A court-ordered community service, huh?
But I did it. I didn't run out on it. I mean, there's no warrants for my arrest, so...
That's good.
That's good. No warrants, and you're not going to murder anyone. Check.
Yeah.
All said and done, I mean, I know, like, you feel like I ghosted you, but, like, if you want to hang out again or go on, like, a real date, I can't really go on, like, a date right now. I'm on house arrest, but, I mean, if you want, you can just, like, come to my house and we can have dinner at my house. We can order takeout or I can cook.
That's great information, Catherine, but let's circle back to the house arrest.
Yeah.
Why are you on house arrest? I thought you served your time.
Hi, dude. It's for like another misdemeanor.
Oh.
They're giving me like more hassle.
I don't think you get house arrest for misdemeanors.
Maybe it's like a little bit above a misdemeanor, but it's really just more of a hassle. It's like really an inconvenience for me. And I mean, it's almost over. So it's like not a big deal. Again, like I'm moving past everything.
All right. Well, we're on the up and up. Something is happening, and that something is me asking Catherine. I know this is just a formality since you already asked Sean, but I need to ask you first. Would you like to go out with him one more time, and we'll pay for it?
Stay in with him, and we'll pay for it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You stay in your house, and we'll have something delivered to you.
I would love to, again, like I know there's a lot of great takeout spots around me, so I'd love to.
All right. You got a yes. Sean, are you still up for this?
The house arrest thing puts like an interesting little wrinkle in this. I was just getting over the community service, and that took a few minutes. And so now there's another layer. I do like that if I came over that I could leave and you could follow me.
I mean, she's allowed conjugal visits, so that's a positive.
Is it weird that the thing that I'm most scared about is that the ankle bracelet is temporary?
You want it to be a permanent thing.
I mean, if you're into kinky things like that, I mean, I couldn't get it to rain.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, she is a bad girl.
I mean, it sounds like you're going to have a fun night, Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in the past I've been a little bit more excited to be invited over to a girl's place.
Okay, you're waffling a lot here, Sean. I need a yes or no.
Answer the question, Sean. It's either yes or no. There's like no in between, all right?
Yeah, Sean, don't make her mad. Come on.
Like I have all the time in the world to kill.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Weird choice of words.
She got a thirst for blood. Oh.
You guys, poor Catherine.
Like, I'm kidding. I mean, kind of, but like, I'm a wild card. Let's roll the dice and see what happens, all right? I mean,
I believe you.
It was nice knowing you, Sean.
All right, so that sounds like it's a yes to me.
It does.
Yeah.
It's as close as we've gotten.
I want you guys to call me at a certain point.
Okay.
And if I don't pick up, send police over.
Okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Going bowling on a first date is always a good idea.
Yeah, that's super fun.
You get to do an activity, and for me personally, I've always liked it because then I get to get a glimpse of how big that woman's fingers are.
What?
I only like girls who handle really big hold bowling balls. But that's a different story for a different time. It's not about me right now and my choices when it comes to women's fingers. It's about Thomas and his choice, and Thomas took his date bowling, but now she's not calling him back. What's up, Thomas?
What up, though?
What's up, man? Are you into the big-fingered ladies like I am, or?
Big finger? I mean, I like something else to be big,
No, everyone needs to stop.
All
I don't
right.
need any more of it.
So your email said that you went bowling on your first date.
Yeah, man, I love going to the bowling alley. I take a lot of women to the bowling alley because you got to see what they're working with. Every time you got 10 frames to see that approach.
10
Wait,
frames
you're not talking
to
about...
see the booty.
Yeah.
Oh.
10 frames to see that frame. You know what I mean?
I thought for a second, like, legitimately you were talking about their quality of game.
No, Brooke.
No, I'm talking about bowling for booty. That's what I'm talking about.
Bowling for booty. I like it.
We're all on the same page now.
Yeah, my cousin hooked me up with this girl, on a blind date.
All right. What's her name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. All right. And how was bowling with Cynthia? Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh man, I had a great time. I thought we had a great time. I mean, I got to get a little glimpse of her, when she was bowling them buns out there,
Oh, all right.
I guess I know now.
So she passed the buns test. She sounds like the full package.
I mean, that's all inclusive. You can't just have one part and not like the other two. It's got to be everything.
That is a good point. That's a good point. Now, this was a blind date. So had you met her at all before, or was this legitimately the first time you two had ever seen each other?
No, it's the first time I've seen her. So, we got a lane and, like I said, we got a couple of brews, had a good time. We placed a wager, though. We had a bet, because I'm super competitive. So we had a bet, whoever lost was going to have to buy curly fries.
Oh, it's a big bet. That's a good bet, actually.
Did you have to buy curly fries, or did she have to buy curly fries?
Oh, no, she had to buy them curly fries, man. I thought y'all do this, man.
Hold on, you didn't let her win?
No, you should not let her win. Absolutely not. That is the right way to go.
You got to be dominant on the first date,
All right. So you dominated her at bowling, and did you actually make her pay for the curly fries?
Oh, I made her pay. What you expect? She lost.
Good.
See, I agree.
Well, I mean,
Bet
some
is a
guys,
bet.
some guys would do that, and then at the end, they'd be like, "No, I'm gonna get it for you."
No.
She
Yeah,
lost the bet,
gentlemen
and you made her pay. I like that.
Then I'd be a liar.
No woman wants a pity win or getting off of a bet. And if she does, then she's not worth it.
I don't want to be looking weak, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being a man of my word, so I gotta,
All right.
gotta do it.
So was that it for your date then? You beat her at bowling, made her pay for some curly fries, and that was it?
No, we have fun though. Like we end up playing, bowling to get the arcade, so we end up playing some games and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so you guys stayed after you were done bowling.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
mean,
sign.
it was a good night. We were still, laughing and joking. Played some Dance Revolution.
Oh, nice. All right.
Little DDR.
Cool.
Now, did you win at Dance Dance Revolution, or did she win?
I mean, I was pretty good. She was good as well. So I call it a tie.
You lost.
More so.
Yeah, you lost. You lost at Dance Dance Revolution. That's okay, man.
Okay.
But I was trying to show off the moves though. That's what's going on. I was trying to be fancy. So that's.
She's like, you're supposed to play with your feet. You just keep air humping. Thomas, stop it. So, how did the date end with her?
I mean, everything went good. I walked out to the car and got, a little kiss. It wasn't no, make out after third grade type stuff, but it was, something real nice. It was just a little kiss, and I thought we was going to link up again later on.
And during the little kiss, was that something you initiated?
Yeah, I went in, but she didn't, back up, so I...
Okay.
And that's what I'm curious, is if she reciprocated or not.
Of course she reciprocated. I got some sexy lips.
So if Miss Sexy
Thomas
Lips,
and his sexy lips.
if she had such a good time, why do you think she's not calling you back?
Man, I got no idea. I mean, I'm hoping it's not because of the fries, because that would be petty. It was like $3.37. It's ridiculous. I mean, I paid for everything else, so it's not like she came out of pocket crazy. It was. I mean, I thought we had a good time. I have no idea.
And how many times have
Maybe
you?
it's matter because my swag is smooth.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
You send a couple of text messages. After 2 text messages, you can't send a third one because then you seem stalkerish.
Okay, so you got 2 text messages and no response, or she responded shortly?
No response.
And I'm proud of you for not going to that third text message and looking stalkerish, but then calling us instead and having us call her.
You got to find other ways. You can't just...
All right, man. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
In today's second date update, we go bowling for booty. That's right. If you're just tuning in, Thomas is on the phone, and bowling for booty is what he likes to do on his first dates. He went out with a girl named Cynthia. He went bowling. Why does he call it bowling for booty? Because he says you get to watch their frame as they make their approach. And you get to check out all they're working with. Thomas, are you ready to give Cynthia a call and find out why she's not calling you back?
Yeah, man. I'm ready to find out what's going on.
All right.
Hey, can I ask you, how apparent were you when you were gawking at her booty?
She can't see me because she's turned the other way, so it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I think it's good to check out the goods. I'm just saying maybe, I didn't know if you did a lot of commentary on the side as well.
No, nothing too over the top. I'm not, like I said, I don't like that. I kept it cool. I'm smooth with it.
You're not making noises like when she goes up there, you're just like, You're not doing that?
No, that's savage right there, man. Nah, that's savage.
All right, let me just refresh everybody's memory real quick before we call her. Thomas took Cynthia bowling. They had a fun time. He beat her at bowling, and they had a bet that she had to buy curly fries. If she lost, she lost. She bought the curly fries. Then they played a little Dance Dance Revolution and ended the night with a small kiss, but he hasn't heard from her since. All right, man, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Cynthia, please?
This is she.
Hey, Cynthia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi, this is who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. Hi.
Have you ever heard of us?
No, I haven't heard of you, but good for you. You got a radio show, but why are you guys calling me?
Thank you.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with somebody and they emailed us because you aren't calling them back.
Okay.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. I know it's kind of weird, but you recently hung out with a dude named Thomas.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
That's a positive response.
And Thomas emailed us because he's confused why you're not calling him back after your date.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Just not really my type, I guess.
Are you not attracted to him? Is that what it was? Because it was a blind date, so you didn't really know what you're getting into.
Right. He was a handsome guy. I mean, we had an awesome time. Very competitive, but yeah, just wasn't my type.
Okay, but if he's a handsome guy and you had a great time, what about him is, like, what's wrong with him?
I mean, wow. So he was a cool guy, but it was just, something was just a little off. That's all.
What could be off, though? But Cynthia, all you've done is compliment him, so what could be off?
And you've, laughed cutely during the whole time we've talked to you about him.
Because he was so sweet, but goodness,
What's the but? What's the but? He was so sweet, but what?
Is he dumb? Does he have, a weird eye or something?
He was just so little, I felt like I was with my son.
What?
Oh.
Hold on.
There's a big height difference.
There's a huge height difference. He had to be at least a couple of inches shorter than me, and I don't really like that. I'm not attracted to that.
How short is he?
So I'm 5'6", and he had to be about 5'2" and a half.
Oh, so he's really short.
He's really short, and the sad part is he had to use smaller balls. I felt so bad.
And he's like kids' bowling balls?
Yes, he had to, though. I got it. It was just very awkward, but he was great. I just can't do the little bitty thing.
Well, and you're not even that tall.
I'm way taller than him. Do you know what that looks like with heels on? First of all, when I met him, I had on a blue heel. I didn't know he was going to be that little. So I had on this heel, and it's like I walk up, and I couldn't even see him at first. Like, where is he?
He's like swiping at your kneecaps like, hey, I'm down here.
It was just weird. I mean, gosh.
I really don't think you should discredit him, though, because I have dated many short men, and they work very hard for you.
Well, maybe, but I'm not used to dating that little.
So how did the rest of your night go?
At the end of the night, what really got it was the awkward kiss. Like, I'm used to looking up. I had to slump so far down, and it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia, as a short guy, that's my favorite part. I date taller women, and I love it when they have to bend down to kiss me. It's hilarious. But not that many people find it funny.
Yeah, that's just not my thing. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, Cynthia, I do need to let you know that Thomas is on the other line listening to this conversation.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? I'm short? Oh, my God, no.
Wait a minute, nah. We had a good time. You know, big things come in small packages.
Yes. He's right.
Thomas, I didn't know you were there. I am so sorry. It's so embarrassing.
Come on. You just have to look down on me that far. It was barely bent over.
Thomas, my back was hurting by the time I came back up.
Come on, I don't do that. You know, the back was hurting because of that whipping I put on you in bowling. We had a good time, man.
You know what? You're right. We had an amazing time. It's just, yeah, you are short.
Oh. I keep hearing you this whole time. All you saying is that you had a good time, and you said I'm handsome. Thank you. I don't see why we can't go out. You can't look past my shortness.
Oh, goodness. I did. You're right. You're totally right. I don't think it's gonna work. Just not gonna work.
And I'm not 5'2". I'm 5'4" and a quarter. And if I stretch, 5'4" and a half.
Yes, you see, Cynthia, he could stretch out to you and get to 5'4" and a half.
On a good day, I can stretch and I'll be tall as I can be handsome.
Cynthia, you've got to give it another chance. I mean,
he sounds like a great guy.
So, Thomas, it doesn't bother you to, date a woman that towers over you? Like, I literally tower over you. That don't bother you at all?
You know, as a short man, I can do things other men can't do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got stuff I need to cabinet? Boom, I can get that. You ain't got to bed to hurt your back. You know what I'm saying? Something going to the bed, I could just pretty much backflip under there if I need to. I'm telling you, anytime you need your shoes tied, I'm right there. I can stand up doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Cynthia, you have to say yes to him.
Wow.
I know you laughing. You think I'm funny. I know you get that pretty smile on your face.
And complimenting the smile. Come on, Cynthia.
Oh, Miss, stop.
Come on, girl, you got me acting crazy. I had to call the radio station to get you to talk to me again.
Oh, Miss, would you stop embarrassing me on this radio station?
You know, I do whatever it takes to make you smile. That's all I'm trying to do for the, next foreseeable future. At least one more time.
Oh, Miss, you are bad. You're too much. Stop it.
I'm just trying to get a little bit more of your time, Mama. That's all.
You sure know how to win someone over.
So there you go, Cynthia. Will you go on a second date with Thomas? We know he's short, but he sounds like an awesome dude, and it sounds like you like him. Will you go out with him one more time? We'll pay for it.
Maybe I'm being a bit judgmental, and Thomas, you make me laugh. So, yes, I will go out on a second date.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right here. It's a victory for short dudes everywhere.
Congratulations. Thomas, you got a second date, and yes, you scored a victory for short guys all across the world today.
Oh, man, thank you. Brooke Jubal, I appreciate y'all so much. Cynthia, you ain't going to regret this, baby. You know what I'm saying? I might be 5'4", but I'm 6'5" in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, on behalf of short dudes everywhere, I want to thank Thomas for being on the show today.
Right?
Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Thomas wanted to call a girl named Cindy. She wasn't calling back after their date. He didn't know why. They went bowling, had a great time. We got Cindy on the phone, and we found out the reason she wasn't calling back was because Thomas is really short.
But you know what? I'd rather date a super nice, funny short guy than a total douchebag that's really tall.
Yeah, and Thomas was hilarious. He was a funny dude.
His personality totally won her and everybody over, honestly.
She decided to go back out with him because she was like, yes, I had a great time, and I can get over the fact that you're so short because you're funny.
Yeah.
Somebody else texted in at 78592 said,
your
you guys
kids
just
could be
have
short.
Kevin Hart on the phone?
You guys, I'm taller than Kevin Hart. Like, I have a picture with him, and it's like amazing to me that I'm taller. I'm 5'2".
Everybody's taller than him. But he's funny and people love him.
Yeah.
And people love Thomas from today's second date update. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Lincoln South Food Hall in Bellevue. Fitness for foodies. From carb-loving meat eaters to vegan and everything in between, we've got you covered. Grab a quick lunch or come for happy hour. You'll leave craving more. Order online at LincolnSFH.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, every once in a while we get a request in to do a second date update that really isn't so much about getting a second date, but they're just really angry and want to tell the person they're an a-hole. And I think that's what we've got today. It's from Samantha. She knows that she's not getting a call back, but now she's angry about it and wants to call the guy. So I don't know if she actually wants another date or just to call this guy out on the air, but we'll find out. What's up, Samantha? How are you?
Hi. I am mad, but I still do like him.
Okay.
You don't sound mad at all. Like you sound like you can't stop laughing at the situation.
No, I just think that's funny that people do that because they do.
Oh, okay. Right, okay.
So you do want to call this guy to see if he'll go out with you again?
Yeah, I want to give him another chance. Like if he has a good reason, like if something happened, but
But when I read your email, it looked more like you just wanted to tell him he's a a-hole.
yeah, I mean, like I am really mad at him, but I do want to go out with him again.
Okay. All right.
This is a weird one.
Well, before we get into it, why don't you tell us a little bit about him? What's his name?
His name is Nick.
Nick, okay. And where did you meet Nick?
We met online on a dating app, and we talked for like a week or so and decided to meet up.
Okay.
So we got drinks at a bar, and I don't know, we got along really well, and we were laughing and like chatting and having a good time. And he disappeared for a little bit. I mean, he said he had to go to the restroom, but it took a little while. And
Wait, but how long was a little while?
It was like maybe 15 minutes.
Oh, that's a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he came back and he said he had a surprise for me.
Oh.
And so I
Hopefully
was
they didn't
like,
bring you back a souvenir from the bathroom. Sounds like a long trip.
Ooh, here, honey, here's a urinal cake.
yeah. No, I was definitely confused, but I was like, okay, all right, what is it? And he led me over to the bathroom, and he showed me where he put his initials, like in the wall, like with a pocket knife, and mine were under it.
Oh, romantic.
Carved your initials in the wall by the bathroom. That's
Not
sweet.
a tree, but it's
yeah.
What did you think of that? Was that funny to you, or?
I mean, it was silly, but I just thought it was really sweet, you know, like, and romantic. I don't know. I'd never had anyone do something like that for me, so.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
So when did you get mad at him?
Well, we continued to have fun. Like, I kissed him, and we kind of, like, you know, started making out at the bar.
Ooh.
And, you know, things were going really well. And he was like, I don't know about you, but if I have a good date that I'm really interested in, I don't really want to see anyone else after that.
So was he asking you to be exclusive right there on your first date?
Wow.
Yeah, and, you know, I kind of felt the same way. I was like, yeah, I really like this guy. I might as well see where it goes.
See, it's only weird if people aren't on the same page, but it sounds like you were into it, like the initials and exclusivity.
Yeah, we had a really great time. And so he made a suggestion to take down our dating profiles. So I agreed to do it, and we did it, like, right then and there. Like, we both pulled our phones out and deleted it.
Goodbye, Tinder.
Yeah, exactly. So,
All right.
you know, we left in an Uber or whatever, and he took me home, and I didn't hear from him for like 2 days. So I texted him and was kind of like, hey, cutie, how are you? You know, and then a week went by, and I still didn't hear from him.
Whoa. Did he get, I mean, technically he's your new boyfriend from the description of the date.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, basically, you guys are like, let's get off the dating world. Let's get out of the dating world and just date each other.
Exactly.
Do you think he was just freaking out? Like, oh my God, I was drunk. I shouldn't have done that. I went too fast.
I don't think he was drunk. We only had like 2 drinks at that moment. So, yeah. So I don't know. I'm just like, it's making me mad because like he's ditching me, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked to see if his profile was there, and he put it back up.
Oh, wow. Okay, so no discussion about it, but he did put his dating profile back online.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So obviously that's why I'm mad, and I'm pissed he's a liar, and I want to know what his deal is.
That's why you're mad.
Was he trying to like sleep with you that night and you turned him down or something? I'm just
No. I mean, he was like, you know, I'll take you home because we realized we were kind of along the same way, and I didn't want to sleep with him right off the bat like that.
Yeah.
And he respected it. He was like, no, I agree. Let's wait a little bit. And I was like, okay.
I just don't understand all the talk on his part.
And he brought it up, right?
Wanting to be exclusive and take down your profiles. What was his motive, do you think?
I don't know. I need your help to figure that out because at this point I feel like he's like a two-faced jerk. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so you want to call him and tell him he's a two-faced jerk, and then you want to ask if he'll go out with you again.
Yes, exactly.
All right, perfect. Okay, we'll play a song and then come back, and you can call your boyfriend and ask him why he's on dating sites, and then maybe ask him for a second date, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll do it right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
This might be the first second date update we've ever done with a boyfriend and a girlfriend. This could either end up in a breakup or marriage. Who knows how it could go. Either way, I can't wait to hear. If you're just joining us, Samantha is on the phone and she wants to call a dude named Nick. They did go out on a first date to a bar. They met online. They had a great time, and even on that date decided to take down their dating profile so they could not have to date anybody else and just date each other. To me, that sounds like they decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend. She says it wasn't that serious yet, but they did take down their dating profile. Fast forward to a few days later after the date, and she noticed his profile was back online and he's not responding to her. So now she's very angry at her boyfriend and wants to find out why. So we're about to call him. All right, Samantha, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
I didn't ask, is your dating profile back up?
Yeah, I put mine back up after I saw his was up.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, take that.
Yep.
Match with me again, okay? So are you wanting to first yell at him and then ask him out? Like,
I mean, I just want to know why somebody would literally pretend like they wanted to be exclusive and then ignore somebody. It's just rude.
Right.
Hopefully, you know, there's something that happened. I don't have to tell him how rude he is, but.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
let's hope.
I'll dial this phone number right now and see if we can figure it out, okay?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Good nickname.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So now that we got that out of the way, do you want to know why I'm calling?
Yeah.
Perfect. Because I'd like to tell you.
It's good conversation, guys.
Calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and figure out what happened. And we recently got an email about you from your girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you might have a girlfriend and might not know it.
Kind of.
Who is this regarding?
Her name is Samantha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I understand who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So Samantha told us about how you guys went on a date and had a good time at the bar, even took down your dating profiles, and then she tried to get a hold of you after, and nothing.
Yeah, well, that's because she's a liar. So.
She's a liar?
Yeah, she's a liar that can't be trusted.
Wow.
Why?
That feels like you came a long ways from, I mean, what she described on your date to be awesome.
Well, I don't know how much you know about our date, but
I'll tell you what I know. She said that you guys went to the bar, you had a good time, you even carved your initials near the bathroom. Very sweet of you. Also, that's property damage. You could be in trouble. And then she said that you guys decided to take down your profiles so you weren't dating anybody else. And you made out a little bit, and that's kind of the last she heard from you.
Which was your idea. Like, you asked her not to date anyone else. That you guys should just date each other.
Yeah, things went so well. I really thought that we should focus on each other and not really spend all our energy trying to make this thing work as opposed to trying to seek out other people.
Okay, so why is she a liar now?
Well, after our date, my roommate matched with her on another dating site.
Oh, so
really?
Yep.
So she's just on multiple dating sites, and that's why she's a liar?
Well, yeah. My roommate matched with her, and then she messaged my roommate.
Oh, so they actually started talking.
Wow.
Yeah, she messaged him first.
What did she say, though?
I don't want to get into it, but like she's clearly trying to meet other guys online. So.
Wow.
And you're one of those weird guys that doesn't want your girlfriend dating other people.
Oh, my God.
I take it.
Yeah, if that makes me weird, then yeah.
Okay.
But you've got to understand, I mean, like, despite you guys taking down the dating profile where you two met on, you only had one date together. It's not like she was cheating on you.
Right, but I thought we were on the same page. You know, we made a commitment to each other, and that included taking down our profiles, which she didn't do, and so she's a liar.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, she didn't lie. She took away the one you asked.
Why not ask her about it?
I didn't need to. You know, she messaged my roommate. She's trying to meet other dudes, and I don't have time for someone like that.
I'd like to ask her about it, and it's really convenient because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
So yeah, can we ask her about it?
Wait, what? She's here?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Samantha, are you still there?
Yeah. Hi, Nick.
Hi.
Hi.
He does say it like that every time.
Are you serious? Like, that's what this is all about? Like, why are you ignoring me?
Am I serious? Are you serious? Well, you messaged my freaking roommate. Like, what do you want me to do?
I'm not a liar. First off, like, I'm on multiple sites, and I deleted the one we were on, and I didn't even use those sites for dating. I use them for, like, networking and meeting friends.
Okay, now it feels like
that
you're
sounds
a liar.
a little fishy.
The message you sent to my roommate was not network. You were trying to meet up with him. You sent him, hey, smiley face. Like, what business are you trying to, like, discuss with my roommate?
Okay, fine. Listen, you only told me to take down the one profile that we met on, so I didn't take down the other one.
I didn't know you were on so many. Congrats. But if you were committed to me, you would take all of them down if you really felt strongly about what was going on between us.
We went on one date. Like, you need to get over that.
Well, it went really well, and I was excited about it. Clearly, you were still window shopping for other dudes. So.
Okay, well, that just makes you sound really insecure. Go on one date with a girl, and then you take down all of her profiles. Like, you sound like a guy that would cry and, like, slash tires if you see a girl talking to another guy.
Wow.
I didn't make you take down all your profiles, obviously, because you clearly used the ones you still had to network your way into my roommate's messages. So.
Oh my God. But Nick, don't you I mean, that's just kind of like how modern dating works right now. You don't go on one date and then just completely pull out of the dating game. Yeah.
I didn't realize I was dating a modern dating expert.
Why wouldn't you text me and say, why are you on another profile or something?
Well, you showed your true colors, so that's it. I don't have time for someone like that.
Wow.
I mean, it just sounds really weird that we went on one really great date and then talking to one other person, like on another profile for like networking and stuff. Like, you're going to get mad about that?
You're not being honest, Samantha. All right, you need to be straightforward and honest right now. You're trying to network into my roommate's pants, okay?
Okay, first of all, I told you I wanted to take things slow. I don't immediately do that. I want to meet somebody first and get to know them.
Yeah, I understand. You want to meet a lot of people. I got it, all right? I'm not interested in that. I just want to hang out with you, okay? I like you.
Okay, well, what if I took down all the other stuff? I have 2 other ones.
Oh.
The damage is done, okay? I mean, you can take down whatever you want, but that's your life. I'm not a part of that anymore.
Come on, Nick. Even if she takes about Nick, would you go out on a second date with Samantha? We'll pay for it. If she takes down her other dating sites.
No. Samantha, you're dumped, okay?
You're dumped?
You're dumped?
You're dumped.
Like, what? Oh my God, you're so extreme, Nick.
You can't dump me. You're not my boyfriend.
I think that you dodged a bullet, Samantha. He does not sound like he's very good at compromising or forgiveness.
Or communication.
Yeah.
Look, y'all can say whatever you want, but I was honest, okay? I took down my one profile. I did what I said I would do, and Samantha was still flanking around, sliding in my roommate's DMs, trying to meet other people. So
Great. Well, I don't want to date someone who shames people.
All of a sudden it's shaming?
Yeah, he's mad that a girl is trying to date other people. Like, that's controlling.
we made a commitment to each other, and you betrayed that. So, like I said before, you're officially dumped. We are not together anymore.
Oh, man.
That is so crazy.
I'm sorry, Samantha. You just got dumped.
I know. I lost another boyfriend.
Another one?
Nick, you carved your initials at the bathroom at that bar. Are you going to go back and take those down, or?
I already did, actually. Yeah. I went back the night I found out.
You went back to the bar the night you found
out?
I just replaced my initials with my roommate's because I figured, he'll be with her next. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Case closed.
Case closed. Samantha's dumped. Nick, thank you for your time, and I'm sorry, no second date, Samantha.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
You'll get through this, I think.
Congratulations.
For your information, Nick, all of my profiles are active, and for anyone who's hearing this, you can come find me because I'm actively looking.
Oh, there you go.
Not surprising.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 that says, I'm so sad I had to hear that breakup on the air.
Oh,
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Samantha wanted to call this dude named Nick. They went out and had such a good date that they actually agreed to remove their dating profiles.
Yeah.
And we got Nick on the phone and found out the reason that he wasn't calling her back was because Samantha only took down one of her dating profiles and actually started chatting with his roommate on another app.
Wow.
So she didn't take all of her stuff down, and he thought she was a liar, but she disagreed because he only specifically told her to take down one profile. So she was like, you didn't say take down all the dating profiles. Anyway, no second date for them. They don't want to go out again. Remember,
Oh my God. But maybe it'll work out with a roommate.
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
If you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up in just a few minutes at 8:10. It's Brooke and Jubal.